Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Whoever you are, wherever you are, welcome to my third car story. My name is Ivar Nygaard. I'm talking to you from a parking lot somewhere in Stavanger on the western coast of Norway. And I still believe that the car is the safest place to be in a pandemic, even though there are signs of opening up. To get through a crisis, we need to be honest with ourselves, honest with our loved ones and with society at large. Much like the boy Sofrini in the story that I'm going to tell you now. There once was a king. He was a good king, and he had a good queen, and the land was thriving, and the people were happy, and they loved their king and queen. The only thing they were worried about, that the king and queen never produced an heir. And now it was really too late. There came offers from far and from close relatives and from distant relatives, from the neighboring countries and faraway countries. But the king declined them all. One spring morning, he came up with an idea. He made it known that every child in his lands with an ambition of being a king or queen should present himself or herself at the castle the following Monday. And you can imagine, outside the castle the next Monday was black with ambitious children and even more ambitious parents. And the king gave every child 3 seeds and told them to plant them and come back when he called in the autumn to show the result. And so they did, and you can imagine the competition between the households and the children and the parents, not to forget. And the result, when the autumn day came, when the king called, you can't imagine. There was flowers of every color, every form, carried by proud children, but even prouder parents behind. And they lined up. And the king went from plant to plant, from child to child, from parent to parent, and he dismissed them all, one after another. And people were wondering, what is this? Until the king came to the last. And that was a little boy that sat on the ground, clutching his pot, which had no plant in it. It was just the black soil. And behind him, stood a couple of very embarrassed parents. And the boy was crying, and he said, "I'm so sorry, king. I'm so sorry, my king. I couldn't manage to produce anything. Nothing would grow in my pot. I tried it all. I tried to water. I tried too much sun, too little sun. I asked around, but nothing I did was a success. So, I'm sorry, king. Well, what's your name?" asked the king. I'm Sofrini," said the little boy. "Well, Sofrini, don't you cry. For you're going to be the next king. You see, all the seeds I gave away were cooked and couldn't produce anything. And you are the only one who had the honesty to admit it.